Hi, Nick here with AIBC. In the hot seat, I've got Camille Pepos with the Malta Financial Services Authority. Big name, a man who's very prominent and important in this country in terms of supervising the fintech sector. Good to have you.
Hi, Nick. Thanks for having me.
I do. Do you prefer days like today at Sigma or in the office? Which is bigger and better for you?
Well, days like that are always fun for sure. Getting out of the office is always nice, but it's not my usual.
Cool. And then the face to face with the, I guess, by and large, or largely, I guess Malta is a place where crypto, iGaming, various other fintech services kind of converge, right? And I guess it's the role that Malta plays in Europe. It's a prominent role, right?
Yeah, I think for the size of the jurisdiction, we managed to carve out quite a nice spot for ourselves, both on the crypto and the iGaming side. We managed to have some pretty large operator. Again, we have to look at the size of the island, but yeah. So I think we managed to become specialized, and we're known and kind of a center of excellence for those two sectors.
The Malta Financial Services. Tell me a little bit about the organization, the people, the culture, what goes into building it, and then I guess you're progressively building towards the betterment of an environment where for our employment. A lot of things depend on you guys.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, financial services is always a pillar of any economy. It's definitely the case here in Malta, especially being an island, no natural resources. So, obviously, couple pillar of the economy. Yes, tourism, hospitality, but Malta's economy is quite diversified thanks to the financial services sector. So, definitely, we do play a key role. MFSA were the authority, so with the regulator here in Malta is one regulator for all financial services sectors, so banking, insurance, crypto, payment, etc. It all falls under one entity. We're close to 600 individual now. I guess the culture is as you would expect for a regulator, right? I mean, this is still a public service, but I think what set us apart from other regulator is some of the approach that Malta has compared to business. I think Malta is quite business friendly, and we try to embody those values as at MFSA. So we have an open door policy, for example. I think a lot of our license holder and prospective applicants notice that. From us that it is possible to have a meeting with me in a reasonable amount of time, so we try to kind of break the walls generally between the industry and the regulator. So I think maybe that's what sets us apart. But apart from that, we have the same mission as any other regulator
The
in
the, the
Europe.
mission, I guess, as a regulator, the onus, the desire will be it'd be hard not to overregulate, right? How do we avoid that whilst also ensuring that we are diligent?
Yeah, I mean, I think the real mission is not to regulate. The mission of every regulator is always to protect consumer, right? Protect consumer, ensure that there's market integrity, and that's, let's say, everyone plays by the rules, so it's a safe place to play. That is really it. How do you achieve that? That is the, let's say, the art of supervision, if we're to call it. So it can be being very tough on enforcement. We're seeing that, for example, in the US. That's generally how they do it. Very, very tough. It could be being very tough on regulation. That is generally how we do it in Europe. But I don't think anyone wants over regulation. What we want is effective regulation, meaning that the rules make sense. They provide clarity for the license holder, because I think everyone wants to play by the rules as long as the rules are known, right? And everyone wants to develop their business. But really, our objective is protecting consumer. Protecting consumer doesn't mean a new set of legislation. Not necessarily certain case, yes. Some no. So this is why you have to also have a bit of a policymaker hat as the regulator, because regulation, especially Malta being a member state, comes from Europe most of the time for financial services. How you interpret it, how you implement it, how strong you are on certain point, that is within our remit, and that is really the policy.
Cool. Thank you for being with us today, AIBC. Thanks for keeping us all safe, devising new ways. I guess I've also seen that another pillar of what you do is educating the local population in terms of financial
Yes.
services to being aware. but
Yes,
also,
yeah, protecting consumer is consumer education first. You know, I mean, a lot of scams come from ignorance. MFSA, we have actually an inbuilt academy called the FSA, and this week we even launch an academic journal. So we're going on all fronts: the academic, the public, the
cool, the
but
600 entities, making sure that they
exactly.
are diligent. And
But
thanks.
yeah, I think sharing the knowledge is a good way of actually protecting the public without over regulating. Because if the public is aware of the risk, I don't need to set more rules. So that is another strategy. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for representing the Malta Financial Services Authority today.
Thanks for having me.
Nicholas signing off from AIBC.